Well, I'm alive, people. It looks like we made it. All right. We thought it was going to be over destruction for everybody. But hey, credit where credit's due. Trump put the ceasefire out. We are good now. We can relax, rejoice. All right. We are finally able to live carefree for now. So, you know what that means, man. Sit back, relax. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, of all races, you are listening to My Honest Take. This is the only podcast that matters and only pod you'll ever need with your host, Quincy. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your Monday. Listen, we made it, all right? We made it. I thought it was going to be it for us. I thought it was over for the world. I thought it was over for the United States. It felt like it was going to get bad and it was going to get bad fast, all right? But we're here. Let's rejoice. Let's be happy, all right? Like I said, we got to live carefree now, just for a little bit, not too much. All right, relax, not too much. But we made it, man. So, hey, I got to be happy. I got to be happy. But look, man, y'all know I gotta give y'all flowers, man. I appreciate you guys for constantly showing love and support to the podcast, man. I've been grinding nonstop, as you guys know. We've been growing exponentially. It's been amazing to see the growth and just to see how much love and support you guys been showing. So please continue to show all that love and support to the podcast, man. It really means a lot. Really helps out the pod as well. I'm trying to reach the echelon. I'm trying to reach the top, and the only way to do that is with you guys, man. I hope people understand that. You know, the fans make the person too. Still, all right, they'll still contribute a lot. Some of these people think they just celebrities just because of that, man. The fans helped you out too, brother. Let's be real. So I appreciate you guys, man, constantly. Like I said, if you haven't been checking up on the YouTube, it's still popping over there. Quincy Q2K at all platforms. Y'all know where to reach me. Y'all know how to hit me up, man. So I appreciate all the love and support. And before the formalities out the way, let's dive right into it. So, what am I talking about first? Well, it may seem odd, but I want to talk about it because it 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 carries a lot of weight. It may seem like it doesn't, but it really do. So, a clip is going around, okay, making the waves around X, Instagram, everywhere like that, of an Airbnb host who was showing the aftermath of his, renting out of his spot. Okay. Now, here's the thing. As an Airbnb host, most of you who know someone who is, you guys know that there's always that chance that things could be crazy, things could be messed up terribly, things could be missing, things could be broke. There's always that slim chance. All right, who's gonna be the people staying here? Are they gonna mess my house up, or are they gonna make it, look just decent, or are they gonna clean up after themselves? Like, what am I looking into? Okay. So most of y'all know there's always that slim chance that, yeah, it's about to be a dumpster fire in here. Okay. And the thing that sucks about that, people, you guys got to remember, if you're at an Airbnb, you don't clean, guess who has to clean that? The host. You know what I mean? Now, you could say all day long, well, stay house, they got to clean it. Well, you're the one using it. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it that way. You the one who made that mess, though. So you just want people to clean up after you. That's kind of dirty, bro. That's messed up, disrespectful in my eyes. Okay, so with all the Airbnb hosts that's out there, right? People renting out these houses for parties, for honeymoons, just for places to get away, vacation, whatever it may be. It's always that respect that needs to be met. I'm just looking at, if I'm the guest, I'm still gonna respect your house. You know what I mean? This is your spot. I'm just here crashing at it for a little bit. But I'm still respect your stuff. Okay, your games and all that. I'm gonna keep them wherever I found it. That's where it has to stay. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put it back where I found it. If the room was this color, if the chairs was over here, the TV was off when I came in, whatever it is, I'm gonna leave it the way I saw it. You know what I mean? That's how it should be. Now, like I said, this clip that's going around is of a guy showing off his house, right? Stuff everywhere. It had like 8, 9 Air Forces food, bags, clothes, shirts, bathrooms looking bad, like a bunch of stuff everywhere, right? And you'll look at it, you're probably like, damn, here we go, another one that's just crazy. People just disrespectful, right? But here's the thing that got me. Lil Baby ends up seeing this video and comments on the TikTok, comments on it, and says like, "Oh yeah, that's us for sure. That's us. Yeah, that's definitely us. We did that." Now, if it really was him, like I said, if it really was, because he could just be playing. But if it really was him, it's like, bro, come on, man. Let's have just a little bit more respect right there, bro. Just a little bit. I understand you got money to blow. I understand you famous, you're rich, you're celebrity, whatever it is. But like still, I don't care if you're a celebrity, I don't care if you're the president. If I'm letting you stay in my spot, man, just keep it a little organized. That's all I ask. I can expect a little bit of, leftover food here and there, might a couple sheets messed up here and there. I'm expecting that. And first off, I believe if you're an Airbnb host, every time someone stays, you should be washing everything, disinfecting everything, regardless. So I already know I'm gonna have to come back and clean. Just make it a little bit easier for me. That's all. Just make it a little bit easier for me. I shouldn't have to, you know, vacuum up every single stain that I'm seeing from you. Now it should be quick little light vacuums, all right? Let me just in case. I shouldn't have to deep scrub the couch because you spilled, ketchup or something on it and just left it there. I shouldn't have to pick up all these plates and cups and crumbs and, pizza boxes. Like, yo, make it easier for me. If you have all that trash, make it, put it in one spot for me. Make it easy. But it just seems like that respect is gone, right? So him commenting that, people laughing, yo, this you, this crazy, bro, you like all that. It's like, nah, man. I understand, that she may be your favorite artist or something like that, but yo, please, bro. And first off, you leave at 8, 9 pairs of Air Force Ones. I ain't leaving without the G Fazos, the all white G Fazos. I need those. I need those. They always selling out. I need those. You know what I'm saying? But it's just funny, because it feels like celebrities always leave the most expensive things to average Joes. We looking at like, bro, hell no, I'm taking that. I can't leave that. But people with money, I get another pair. It's like, nah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, the reason I want to talk about that is because this goes with every day. Every day, man. It feels like people just disrespect other people's spots. People just disrespect other people's spaces. People disrespect beliefs. But like I said, when it comes to like a house like that and you an Airbnb host, what's the point of going there, trashing it, and then leaving? Bro, you don't need to trash it. I understand you're gonna be partying, you're gonna be lit. But damn, man, make it a little nice. Make it a little nice. You know what I mean? That's the same thing with some people who host people, an Airbnb host can have negative reviews because, oh, I just don't want you smoking in my house. Oh, I'm leaving a negative review. What? What? Or the Airbnb host, sees y'all smoking or sees y'all doing something on the cameras or whatever. I'm gonna need y'all out. I'm gonna need y'all gone. You know what I mean? Look what y'all doing. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Now I understand with some Airbnbs, I believe they say you can't have cameras on the guests or something like that. But what I'm saying is just general little things like Airbnb host may catch you, walking, hey, I need you out of here. And then you want to give him 1 stars for that. Yo, none of y'all come here. No, it's his property, bro. You his property. He calls the shots. You know what I'm saying? That's his spot. So he could do whatever he wants with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like an apartment and tenants and all that. That's what it is. You paying him rent. That's how it looks like. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy, man. That's what I'm saying. Some of the stuff I see, bro, is crazy. People be trashing these people's houses, bro. Nah. If I'm in your house because of an Airbnb, I'm not gonna do you like that. I can't. I'm gonna clean up a little bit after myself. I have to. It's just courtesy, people. Just courtesy. So, like I said, little baby, that's kind of crazy if that was really you. But if not, then hey, I take everything back. But if that's you, that's wild, G. And that's wild. Another news though, we have some updating news, people. I told you I was gonna keep y'all updated once we got some more. So y'all remember a couple podcasts back, I talked about the people who escaped from the New Orleans prison, right? Looks like one more got captured. There was 2 left, people. two left. Okay. And they caught this brother. All right. Caught him up in New Orleans. And it was by the U.S. Marshals. So they really was looking for this brother. All right. They were really looking for him. All right. And he was on the run for 6 weeks, people. 6 weeks. All right. 6 weeks. So about a month and some change. Now there's only one left. Only one left. I remember what I told y'all. If I'm them, I'm not posting on social media. I'm not telling people where I'm at. I'm only keeping a small group who know where I'm at, or I'm not telling nobody. Just that simple. I'm staying undercover, low key, until they forget about me, or until I could legally come back and they like, yeah, we can't take him back. It's been too long, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? And he's been doing great. The last one, hey, he's probably in California, Alaska, Hawaii. He's probably in a different country. You know what I mean? So he's doing his thing. I'm not saying we condone it. I'm not saying we condone it, people. But he's smart. He's smart. He's doing something right. So they still can't find him. Man, he's doing something right. He's doing something right. He's got to be. Like I said, the person who was posting on Instagram and then got caught, you deserve to get caught, brother. Why would you even do that? Don't even post nothing. You gotta be incognito. The people who be faking their death, you better learn from them. You got people still thinking my MJ and Tupac alive. You gotta know how to do it. You gotta know how to fake it. So it is crazy, man. There is one more remaining now. We gotta see what happens. Um, are we gonna see them escape again? The people who's back in? Or are we gonna see other um, inmates try to escape and learn from them? Like, what's gonna happen now? Are they gonna get sent to a different prison? You know, are they gonna go a little bit high security? There's so many questions now that gotta be answered. It's gonna be very interesting to see. But I wanted to just touch up on that because, like I said, that is interesting. There's only one more left. Now we got to see how long he's gonna be out there for. Are they gonna find him? Or are they gonna tell on him, let him know? They're gonna rat him out. What's gonna happen? Are they gonna put the price on his head? Yo, if you know where he's at, 500,000. We'll give it to you right now. And that's the real question. How much would it take for you to telling your mans or telling your lady for the females? How much would it take? Oh, you said 500,000. I gotta just tell you where he's at. Yeah, I'm doing it. You said 2 mil. I'm snitching. You know how much is it gonna cost? I want to know, people. So y'all let me know. Let me know. Now, something else that I seen that's kind of interesting that I wanted to dabble in. All right, in Louisiana again. Okay, Louisiana just they popping now. They just popping. There was an accident. Okay, and this accident is a little odd. I haven't seen something like this. Okay, a semi truck. People, listen to what I've just said. A semi truck, an 18-wheeler, right, slams into an electrical worker at an intersection, right, and the electrical worker somehow still walks away with only minor injuries. And now this electrical worker, all right, because I need you to understand how this happened. With me just saying it, okay, you're thinking, okay, he just got hit when he was working on, what, the poles or something over there with the wires, or what he just got, the car just accidentally hit him, the semi truck. Oh, okay, no, 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 no. This electrical worker was working on the actual stoplight. So, he's up there with the whole machine and all that that's got him up at the actual stoplight. Y'all know the machine I'm talking about. He's sitting in a little chair at the top with the arm connected to the truck. Okay, but he's at the very top working on the stoplight. And the semi just hits him. Okay. Flips his little chair off, right? But he's got the little straps and everything on so he doesn't fall out. And he's probably about what, 10, 15 feet in the air? Now it's about 20. Stoplight, about 20 feet in the air. Okay. And it makes me wonder what's about to happen. Who's at fault? Because it didn't look like there was no cones or nothing out or any signs from what I saw. There may be a different video with different angles, but I didn't see no cones in the video, no signs, nothing like that. The only cones you see are literally right by the truck, but there's nothing there that shows like, hey, don't drive over here, right? People are still driving there, right? But it's weird. Like it really does look weird. We don't know what's going on from the angle that we see. So it makes you wonder, are they gonna get violations for not setting the proper safety procedures? No cones, no signs, things like that telling you like, hey, we're working on this, be careful, yield, whatever it may be. Or is it fully gonna be the driver 100% of, yo, why didn't you have enough clearance? Why didn't you stop? You should have knew you were gonna hit him. But at the same time, the guy walks away with no injuries. So now we're looking at everything. Okay. And I don't even know if it was a hit and run. I think the video ends pretty abruptly. So you don't know if the guy in the semi just kept driving off or they stopped and come check on him. You don't see that part. So that's what I'm saying. Unless it's another angle, we don't know that. But like I said, too, as well, this is going to make you wonder who's going to be at fault. Okay. Because if I was inside of that electrical chair, not the electric chair, calm down, people. But if I was in the chair working on that stoplight, oh, and you hit me and I'm dangling upside down, oh, I'm playing dead. I'm sorry, I'm playing dead. I will have a seizure. Yep, I will get my check. I will need my payday. 100%. There's no and if or buts about it. I need that. I needs that. ASAP. ASAP. So that's the part that gets me. Because why you not trying to get this check, brother? Why you not trying to get this check? And that's what also makes me think maybe they knew that, yeah, it could have been our fault. We don't really have no proper signage and all that. So whoever's a lawyer, if you know a lawyer, you guys got to look into that. Let me know who's going to be at fault. I need to know. And now I also wonder, is it going to be person to person lawsuit or is this like a city to city, company to company? That's the other thing you got to look at, all right, when it comes to these. Because if one person does manage to sue, who are they going to sue? The person or the company? The person or the government? What's going to happen there? Because if they're both government mandated things, that's a different story. If it's company company, that's a different story. If it's person to person, it's a whole different story. Like each one is different, depending on pricing, things like that. So, like I said, I need to see what's going to happen with that. That's interesting, people. Stuff like this is interesting to me because now I'm looking at it like I'm a better. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just bet it all. I'm going to just bet it. All right. We got to see what happens. But glad that both parties are okay though, man. But like I said, it's weird. What's going on in Louisiana? Is YoungBoy concert coming up? Is that why everybody's going crazy? That's got to be. Everybody's wilding now. Everybody's wilding. It's got to be because of the yeah. It's got to be the concert. It makes sense. It makes sense. That's why my man's got caught in Louisiana. He was ready to go see YoungBoy and he got caught. He got caught. Yeah, that's what happened. I get it now. It makes sense. And we also got some updates. Speaking of the people who got caught up, we also got some more updates on another situation that we talked about. If y'all remember on the podcast previously, I talked about DDG and Holly or Haley. All right, Haley Bailey, Holly Bailey, however you want to say her name. Um, we've seen a lot go on over there with the whole DDG's a bad parent. DDG can't raise his kid. Haley's going crazy. She's insane. Postpartum, no, it's not. Like we've seen so much between them two, right? And we just got some more news. So I'm about to break down everything that's happening with this, and I need y'all opinion on this. Y'all know me. I'm gonna give my honest take on it. So DDG has now been granted approval to visit his son Halo in Italy, where Holly is staying or Haley is staying on July 1st through the 3rd. But under these conditions, people. Number one, visitation hours are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Okay. And Holly's team originally proposed 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. So they originally proposed just 6 hours. That's it. Okay. Now he's getting 9. He's supposed to be supervised by Holly's nanny and security. All right. Haley's lawyer raised concern the nanny felt unsafe alone, prompting need for security. He gets no overnight stays allowed. DDG can't take Halo more than 3 miles from the hotel. He must stay near the hotel in Italy. and no social media post of Halo by DDG. Wow. Wow. Let's look at this. Let's dissect it, people. Let's start from the top. So visitation hours. So he gets 9 hours to see his kid. All right. Now he gets to see his kid daily for 9 hours out of 24. Okay. 9 hours out of 24. You're looking at, you're like, that means what? Holly gets what? Let me see. Quick math. Was that 14, 15 hours to see your kid? DDG gets 9. It's like, you could look at it and be like, yeah, nah, it's fair though. It's fair. Not really. Not really. It's mm-mm. But you know what? Visitation hours is how it works. Okay. But like I said, it's only from July 1st to the 3rd. So 3 days. So 9 hours for 3 days. We don't know what's gonna happen after that. There's nothing labeled that, but this is just for in Italy. 3 days for 9 hours. So okay, you got that. Now he's supposed to be supervised by Holly's nanny and security. Okay. So now he has two people supervised. So supervised visits. This is nothing new, but it makes you think like, well, why does he have to have this though? Like, what did he do to deserve this? Because people who get these visitations like this, that means they did something. There's something that we're not seeing. Are you abusive? Did you not want the kid and now you're forced to be there? Did you try to hurt them? Or like there's something going on in there, okay? Where things like that happen, okay? Especially when now you get supervised visits. So now it's like, were you trying to put the kid in danger? What were you doing? That's what these stuff starts getting proposed. So let's keep going. So Holly's lawyer raised concern that the nanny felt unsafe alone. That's why she prompted for the need for security. What would DDG do to the nanny? What is he gonna do? He's gonna go and attack her. Like let's be real. Let's be logical, people. That's the part where I say stuff don't add up. Stuff doesn't make sense. Because what's the point? You see what I'm saying, y'all? Why? Why does she feel unsafe? Now, I understand females. I get it. You guys are unsafe in a lot of certain situations. I advocate for more safety for y'all. I understand. But in a situation where he just wants to see his son for 9 hours, I doubt he's going to pay attention to you in that midst of 9 hours. He's going to make as much time as he can in that 9 hours. Because as we know, time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're doing stuff. So in that 9 hour span, I doubt he's gonna try to do anything to the nanny. That's just me speaking out loud, people. So for her to feel unsafe, there's probably stuff we don't know, or it's just more um what's the word I'm looking for? It's just more things to just bring DDG down, his character, to attack that, to make him feel like he's crazy, abusive, he's gonna hurt the nanny. Like, come on, y'all. Let's be logical. Let's be logical. Now, no overnights allowed. Now, I could see if Holly's gonna be in the hotel. I could see why that's there then, because they don't want them together. But it's like, that one I'm not too heavy on like trying to dissect. I mean, it's just, hey, don't spend the night. Cool, cool. All right. Now here's where stuff starts getting kind of crazy. DDG can't take his own son Halo more than 3 miles from the hotel. Now, 3 miles to some people, that's still pretty lengthy. That's still a good time away. Like we talking about. It is. It is. 3 miles is still pretty far. But the problem is, let's say, oh, just use an example. I want to take him to Chuck E. Cheese, but that's 5 miles away. Are there exceptions? You know what I mean? Oh, I want to take him to the movies. You know what I mean? Me and him gonna watch this movie together. Or y'all want to take him to the bouncy castle place. And over here, I want to take him to the park, whatever. And it's 5 miles, 6 miles, 7. Now it's like, nah, I can't. What do I do? I want to take him here. So now you're confining me to a 3 mile radius. I hope there's stuff out there that I can do in 3 miles. Yeah, I want to go shopping, but I want to stay with my son because I only got 9 hours. I don't want to leave him, go shopping for about an hour. That's an hour wasted. You see what I'm saying? That's that part where I'm like, that 3 hour mark is kind of trash. I'm one of those. I'm agreeing with that. With that, that's kind of doo doo, bro. It's doo doo. Let's be real. You can't you can't limit that. Things can happen. Things can arise. What they think he's gonna go 3 miles out, and then boom, he's gonna leave. Like let's think logical. Let's think logical, people. That's not gonna happen. All right. So that's how I feel about that one. But it gets worse. He must stay near the hotel Italy. So now I have a 3 mile radius, but you're telling me I must stay near the hotel. So how does this even work then? Are you contradicting what you're saying? Because if I go 2 miles out, am I technically still near it? You see what I'm saying? Like, am I in trouble if I go 2 miles out? Am I still technically near the hotel? I made a couple left turns, right, left, right, whatever. It's not a straight shot to the hotel. You probably can't see the hotel no more, but I'm 2 miles in range. Is that a problem? Or if I go 5 miles out, I'm technically still near. You see what I mean? So then what's the 3 mile limit for? So that's the part that's iffy. And that's why I said they're just trying to find ways to try to confine this. And I don't like that part. That's trash to me. That's trash. Okay. And lastly, no social media post of Halo by DDG. Why not? This is his kid. He could just take one little picture with him. Yeah, don't even need to put a caption. As a matter of fact, don't even need to put a caption. Just show that, hey, I'm with my kid. Maybe a heart emoji. That's it. Excuse me. But just a heart emoji. Just showing people, yeah, I'm with my kid. You're happy. Nothing like that. I can't do that. You see what I'm saying? I can't do that. And it makes you wonder, oh, I see. You don't want that to happen because you're scared of the backlash that you may get. You and your team, Holly. That's the problem. I think that's what it is. They know that the comments is gonna be, yo, she didn't let you. That's crazy. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to deal with that. Da da da. And they don't want that. They don't want that. That's how I look at it. Cause what's the point? I can't just post my kid. Like, come on. It's not even a crazy picture. Just me and my kid posting up. That's it. So, like I said, putting this many stipulations on that, at that point, what's the point? You know what I mean? What's the point at that point, y'all? It makes no sense to me. It makes literally no sense. Zero. So I pray for DDG, man. I hope he gets to be able to get more access to his own kid. I hope that he's able to continue to find happiness because right now he's chilling, doing his thing. But I know deep down, I know for sure, man, especially people who have kids, you're like, damn, nah, I know he really wants to see his kid. He's just trying to have fun right now to just avoid thinking of it. Let's just be logical. There are some good men in the world. There are some good fathers. It's just what you see and what they feed you that makes you think that all men are like that. So keep that in mind, people. Keep that in mind. Now, I want to talk about this because it may not be long topic I'm gonna stay on, but I feel like it needs to be talked about and said. So they just pretty much made a law. I guess you could call it. I don't know if it really is, but they pretty much just put it into effect that people pretty much who have Medicaid, right? You could be cut off of that funding when it comes to Planned Parenthood. For the people who don't know, Planned Parenthood is the biggest place to go test for STDs, STIs, pregnancy, birth control, things like that, right? Um, a lot of people have Medicaid or have some form of health care, things like that to go there to these places, right? And with this bill enacted and put into place, it's gonna stop a lot of people from going there. So guess what's gonna happen when that happens? You're gonna have pregnancy spikes all out the roof. First off, because they also did abortions. Okay. And we already know how that whole fiasco is happening, right? So now you guys have to deal with a lot of pregnancies because now people who were on Medicaid, now they can't get their birth control and all that depot shots, whatever it may be. So now the spikes is going to be just through the roof, okay? teenage pregnancies, all that. You're gonna have a lot of people who don't know they have STDs and STIs. They didn't know they'd even contracted it. Now they're gonna be giving it to people left and right, right? So you have so many things that's about to affect a lot of people because of this. A lot of people. And it's not fair. It's really not. Especially to the females. The females are getting hit the worst because of this. The absolute worst. People who don't have that much income, people who are just out there because they didn't have family to teach them the ropes of what's wrong and what's right. They just out there doing what they doing and having fun. They about to get hit hard, people. And the thing that sucks, y'all, which I don't really truly understand, is this is just affecting everybody, y'all. And I'm telling you, if they don't have money, bro, and have to pay out of pocket, the prices and everything is going to be extravagant. And people are just going to be hurting. So I'm telling y'all now, if you one of those people who's out there just having fun, hitting anything, walking, get them condoms. You got to strap up now. Because you don't know who's going to have what now when this starts hitting effect. Because the problem is states. They base it off states. Each state can cut it off whatever they want to. So if you're in a state that say, yeah, we're cutting it off, GG's, your finito, it's over. But if you're in a state that says, hey, we still accept your Medicaid and all that, we good, you know what I mean? Then you're good. You're good. But if not, hey, you better hope you got money to pay for that because I know the prices is going to be extraordinary. I'm telling you. So, hey, just be prepared for that, people. Be prepared. And lastly, man, I want to just touch up on some quick little things. Um, Another update, actually. I want to save him for last. Pause, because of who he is. Diddy, right? His key charges, all right, such as kidnapping, abetting sex trafficking, and attempted arson, has been dropped by his prosecutors. All right, so he still faces racketeering and some other charges, but he has some dropped. So now it's making you think, okay, what are we not seeing? What do we don't know? Are the rest gonna get dropped? Is he actually gonna get more years? What's happening? Because after these couple charges we saw, we're thinking, oh, life, he's done. Now these charges drop. Now it's like, oh shit, is he gonna still get a sentence, but it's lighter? Is he gonna get off scotch free now? What's gonna happen? So we're still looking into that. I listen, I almost forgot about it till I saw it. And I said, yeah, I gotta bring this to y'all because this is interesting. This is an update. Well, I feel like we weren't never gonna get no update on Diddy, son. So now we gotta see what's gonna happen with this. But like I said, it is interesting to see charges drop when we thought, oh yeah, they would never drop. Okay. And like I said, lastly, okay, we talk about our sports and everything like that. Um, Angel Reese had herself a great game, people. Angel Reese had her a great game. So now I'm wondering, is she gonna keep the performance up? Cause y'all know I love my sports, and Angel, she was one of those people. I was like, you're missing a lot. That's why you got a lot of rebounds. I need to see you cook, right? She had a nice little 27, 16, a couple assists. Yeah, the stat sheet looked nice. The stat sheet did look nice. Okay, so hey, she's starting to cook now. She's starting to cook. Let's not get too crazy. What she have? 24 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 10 for 19, and the win. That's not too bad. That's not too bad to me. So she did her thing. She did her thing. Okay. We had UFC event. Apparently, this one dude is up there with John Jones. He knocked out 3 people that's considered some of the great spot people. I'm gonna have to get his name for y'all, but he is looking serious. He is looking serious. Okay. So, hey, that's looking great. That's looking great. We also have DeAndre Ayton and other people getting traded left and right. When it comes to basketball, we're seeing people left and right get traded. LeBron's thinking that he might end up leaving, going to another team. He may end up retiring now. So with so much happening in the NBA already, we have to stay tuned. Celtics is blowing up the roster to save cap space. You know what I mean? Keep in mind, we still got Tatum that's out, Kyrie that's out, Halliburton that's out. all due to Achilles or ACL. So now we got to see who's really coming out the East. Who's coming out the East? And the West still ain't no joke. That's been a bloodbath. Yeah, you still got the Thunder, but you still got the Nuggets. You still can't count out LeBron. You still got the Mavs still. It may seem like you don't, but you still got them. So now we don't know who's coming out of what. Hey, man, sports has been serious lately, people. Sports has been serious. Oh, and I just realized, people, hold on. Forgot to tell y'all this one. Now, I'm going to leave y'all with this note right here because this is madness. So there was two people killed, right? And I'm about to tell y'all how they were killed, okay? Two firefighters were killed, people, in Idaho, all right? Um, because they were trying to take out a fire. And apparently they were shot at by a sniper. What? Listen to me, people. What? I'm shocked. The shooter is deceased now. They ended up finding him and eliminating him. But 11 firefighters were shot at, and there's been 2 confirmed deaths so far. All right, and it was a fire on a mountain, and it's getting out of hand. I believe some buildings too and all that, but dude, what? What? You're telling me it's got that bad that you want to take out just innocent regular firefighters? What they do to you, brother? What did they do to you? What you thought? You set the fire up and you forgot the evidence? So you're like, oh damn, if they see the evidence, I'm gone. I gotta take them out. What? Like, come on, bro. 11 firefighters were shot at, 2 of them dead. Listen, rest in peace to the firefighters, man, because they had nothing to do with nothing. They just came to save the day, and you came to end a day. No bars, all right? Just relax. I know it sounded hard, but calm down. This is serious stuff. Like, think about that, y'all. And it really makes you think, bro, nothing is safe. Nothing is safe in America. It don't matter what you are no more now. It used to be, oh, if you're black, you got it tough. Now it don't matter what you do, what you are. It's the wild, wild west. It's everybody for themselves. Everybody for themselves, yo. So like I said, rest in peace to them firefighters. But damn, dude. Really? Firefighters trying to take out a fire. That's when you go to shoot. That's when you say, oh yeah, let me go kill them. Come on, man. Let's wake up, people. Let's wake up. So, with all that being said, man, listen, I appreciate each and each. Look at me. With all that being said, look, I appreciate each and every single one of you for stopping by, always listening to my little TED Talks, and listen to my rants, and listening to me give you my honest take on everything from news to celebrities to fashion to trends, whatever it is, any topic I come here to cover. So, with all that being said, please go enjoy the rest of your day or night. Remember to drink water and stay hydrated. The sun is a killer this year. My name is Quincy, and you've been listening to my honest take.